So I'm supposed to be going away today. I need to get a train this afternoon and I still need to pack. But we've been having a huge storm here for the last couple of days, loads of wind, and I came in this morning to the studio and I found that some of my insulation board has fallen out of the ceiling and just left like dirt and dust all over my stuff. I don't know if I have time to clean this now. I need to get ready to go. I travelled to Pembrokeshire in South Wales with some friends to go rock climbing. There are loads of sea cliffs, which are an amazing place to climb. I went with my friends Ollie and Damien. It was beautiful weather and there were lots of other climbers around. It was a really nice atmosphere. I've been climbing for a few years now and sea cliffs are definitely one of my favourite places to visit. I've been practicing my lead climbing and did this climb called Sea Mist, which is actually a grade above what I would usually climb. But I felt confident and I was really pleased to achieve this. We walked along the coast to some much harder climbs, which Damien and Ollie decided to try out. I sat this out and watched. Damien did a pretty good job, and then we packed up and headed back to the campsite.
The next day I explored the coast by myself. Pembrokeshire has so many quiet, secret beaches. I love to be in places like these with just my thoughts and the sound of waves. When I got back to the farm, I fixed the insulation in the roof. I hadn't had time before I went away. I've been thinking about covering the ceiling with something to make the studio feel a bit more finished, but this will be quite a big job. I packed some bento bags and artworks I've sold. If you still want to buy something from my archive sale, the link is in the description box.
These are some plums and some bits of apple that I canned in these jars the other day. I'm hoping to try and preserve quite a bit of the fruit we have here, just because there's so much and it just goes to waste if I can't preserve it. So I'm doing this to hopefully have fruit in the winter. The reason I like these jars so much is that the lid is glass, the whole thing is glass, which means that there's no metal or plastic that touches the food inside, and also that the glass is completely reusable. These kind of jars I've used before for this sort of thing, and they have this like metal insert that goes in and creates the seal, but it's a piece of metal coated in plastic and they go rusty and horrible really quickly and you just have to throw them away. So with these, you can reuse the lids indefinitely. The way it works is you put the food inside, you put the rubber seal in there, then you put the clips on, and then you can the whole thing, like boil it in water to sterilize what's inside. And then once it's done, like this, you can take the clips off because this has formed a seal. So the lid is like suctioned on to the jar and what's inside is sterile. So when you're ready to use it, you just pull this and the seal is released and then you can use what's inside. I really like things that are not disposable and that I can just keep reusing indefinitely. I always try to choose like the way of doing something that has the least waste or the least single-use material involved. I feel so autumnal here already that I'm making some soup because that's what I feel like. I put some courgette in it actually. It's mostly going to be butternut squash, but I've added some courgette because I've got loads. And I'm trying to cook it down a bit first so it has a bit more flavour.